A new battle is unfolding in Southeast Asia, not on the front lines, but in the digital shadows. Since a military takeover in February 2021, Myanmar has become a hotspot for cyber scams. Sprawling criminal operations have stolen billions of dollars from unsuspecting victims around the world. And now the junta, which has long been accused of benefiting from such illicit activities, is cracking down on scamsters and in the process claiming a big win against cybercrime. But some are skeptical. Is this crackdown the real deal or just another move in a complex game of power and control? Join us as we take you inside this shadow war to explore the human stories caught in the middle of Myanmar's digital gold rush. On 21st October, Myanmar's junta raided one of the country's most infamous cyber scam centers near the Thailand border. More than 2,000 people were arrested, including 445 women. Their nationalities were not immediately known. State-owned, the global New Light of Myanmar has said that the military had seized 30 sets of Starlink receivers and accessories. Now, this seizure was critical. Here's why. Starlink is a service owned by US billionaire Elon Musk's SpaceX. It does not have a license to operate in Myanmar, yet hundreds of these terminals have been smuggled across the porous Thai border. They've become the favored tool for scam centers for the simple reason that Starlink's satellites and ground stations are powered independently. So the service itself becomes available globally even during local blackouts. Following the crackdown, Elon Musk's SpaceX said that it has cut Starlink satellite communication links to more than 2,500 devices used by scamsters in Myanmar. An immediate focal point of this shadow war is KK Park, located on the outskirts of Myanmar. Now, Myanmar is a town in southeastern Myanmar in Kayin state close to the border with Thailand. Separated from the Thai border town of Mae Sot by the Moi River, the town is the most important trading point between Myanmar and Thailand. The global New Light of Myanmar said that the junta had occupied 200 buildings and found nearly 2,200 workers at the site. Also, that 15 Chinese scammers had been arrested for online gambling, online fraud and other criminal activities around KK Park. A question remains though, how are people from different parts of the world lured and entrapped? This is how it works. Now, these scams, often operating out of Cambodia, Thailand, Laos and Myanmar, prey on people's hopes and desperation by promising lucrative salaries and attractive benefits. What seems like a life-changing job opportunity quickly turns into a nightmare. Many of the victims are approached online or through fake recruitment agencies, with offers of high-paying roles in IT, sales or customer service. These job offers seem legitimate, complete with professional emails, fake contracts and even paid travel expenses. Now, once lured, the victims are first sent to countries bordering Myanmar, such as Thailand, before being trafficked across the border into Myanmar's militia-controlled areas. Upon arrival, their passports and phones are seized, cutting off any chance of them reaching out for help. Inside heavily guarded compounds, victims are forced into running sophisticated online scams under inhumane conditions, enduring beatings, starvation, and even torture if they don't meet demanding targets. Now, these scams take many forms. One common method is the pig butchering scheme, where scammers build fake romantic or investment relationships over time to steal a person's life savings. There are also romance scams that prey on personal connections to manipulate victims into sending money. In January this year, a Chinese actor Wang Xing was rescued from a cyber scam compound in Myanmar where he had been held captive. According to reports, he was lured by a fake acting job offer, a tactic now commonly used by criminal networks operating in the region. But Wang Xing's story is far from unique. Similar cases have been reported across the globe, including India. Now, this year alone, more than 540 Indian nationals who were tricked with fake job offers and trafficked into cybercrime networks have been rescued from Southeast Asian countries. Indian authorities have warned that these scams are becoming increasingly sophisticated, often targeting young professionals and the unemployed through social media or online ads. In March 2024, reports emerged that about 5,000 Indians had been lured to Cambodia with fake job offers for data entry work. Around the same time, the Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center under the Ministry of Home Affairs found links to China while investigating cyber fraud. A new place located south of Myanmar town is reported to have emerged recently, where most of the Indian victims are being trafficked into via Thailand after being recruited from India and other countries such as Malaysia and the United Arab Emirates. 3 more Indian nationals were repatriated from Myanmar in September, taking the total to 886 such persons since July 2024. The UN Office on Drugs and Crime estimated that cyber scams in Southeast Asia cost victims, take a guess, $37 billion in 2023. The US and the UK have sanctioned more than 100 companies and individuals in Southeast Asia linked to online scams. The US Treasury said that online scams cost more than $16 billion in the US in recent years. In fact, scams originating in Southeast Asia caused losses worth $10 billion in 2024 alone. The French news agency AFP reported that a committee comprising US lawmakers has begun an investigation into Starlink's involvement with these centers. But while it can call Elon Musk to a hearing, it cannot compel him to testify. Now, Thailand plays a complex and pivotal role in both spread and containment of scam centers across Southeast Asia. As a major regional economic hub with advanced digital infrastructure and strong cross-border connections, the country has become deeply intertwined with cyber criminal operations, though it is not considered a primary hotspot like Myanmar, Cambodia or Laos. Its strategic location, sophisticated banking system and large migrant workforce make Thailand a crucial transit point for these illicit networks. In recent months, Thailand has stepped up efforts to tackle this problem, especially in the lead-up to and after former Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatre's visit to China in February this year. As part of a crackdown on Myanmar-based scam operations, Thailand has since cut off electricity, internet and fuel supplies to many known scam hubs, including the cluster of operations around Myanmar. In the resulting crackdown, around 7,000 people were rescued from scam centers in and around Shui Ko Ko, another known scamming zone to the north of Myanmar. Myanmar's junta says it's committed to shutting down scamming operations. but its position remains ambiguous. Reports say that in addition to KK Park, there are at least 27 other suspected scam centers in the Myanmar cluster, most of which are run by Chinese criminal syndicates under the protection of Karen militia groups allied to the junta. Myanmar's military only raided KK Park while seemingly ignoring other scam centers. The raid on KK Park appears to be a targeted action designed for maximum political impact rather than a comprehensive anti-crime effort. But that said, the junta's claim to shut down an infamous scam center is almost certainly directed at its main patron, China. China has exerted immense pressure on Myanmar and Thailand to end illegal businesses run by Chinese syndicates. These networks are part of Myanmar's black market economy, besides drug production and mining, which help fund factions in the ongoing civil conflict sparked by the 2021 military coup. But here's the bottom line. Despite the pressure, new construction continues at scam compounds along the border areas, which can only mean one thing: that more innocent people will likely fall victim to unscrupulous traffickers.